Welcome everyone to Karen's Kitchen. I'm coming on early today because I know Alexis is coming on later and I want to be off when she comes on. Hi Arlene. This is a recipe for vegan Alfredo sauce. Everything is done in the Vitamix with the exception of the onion and the garlic, which I had to cook on the stove first because I had to cook it in some broth and to make sure that the broth was completely dissolved before I could take it off the stove. Let me go ahead and share this out. There's my daughter. And there's Arlene. So we got people in here that I'm not showing up, so I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, I'm going to ask for share. And then, hi, Nikki. Good to see you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share this out myself. Facebook and Twitter, as we know. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and sharing this out. Being here, just being here is good. Hi, Darla Linda. Good to see you. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what I'm putting in here. Like I said, I cooked. It's supposed to be a half of a medium white onion. Well, by the time I got done with the medium white onion, it wasn't enough because you're supposed to have a cup and a half because I measured it out as I was going along. So I had to start with another onion. So they said in order to get the good flavor you need, and this has all been cooked down, as you can see, a cup and a half of onion, and plus I've got 4 cloves of garlic in here, minced, that's been cooked down as well. And I'm going to put that in here. Move this up a little bit. I'm going to move this up just a little bit to kind of get there and interfering with the cupboard. There we go. Welcome to everybody coming in. Thank you for sharing this out. Thank you for the regular hearts. I appreciate it, every bit of it. And I've already cooked my linguine that it goes on. So, and I'm going to put another half a cup of the broth because you should at least have some liquid in here. Put that in there. Plus, I'm going to add a half a cup of a heaping half a cup of cashews. And let's see what else I need in here. Okay. And 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon for the taste. I don't want to put too much in because if you put too much in, you can't take it out. Yeah, yes, you are. That's okay. It's I'm glad that you're a regular viewer. Oops. I'm glad you're a viewer because I appreciate everybody that comes in here. I'm going to just put a tablespoon in for right now because you can put too much lemon juice in and it can be overpowering. And 2 to 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I'm just going to start with 2 for right now. Use this one. This is dry. Put 2 in here, and I don't think I'll need any more than that. About it. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to need. This doesn't take very much to make this. It calls for black pepper, but I didn't use that. I'll put a little bit of salt in it, although I put salt on my linguine, so don't really need too much of that in here. I'm just going to put a little bit in it though, just shake a little bit on. There we go. Not too much. Because you can get too much salt and be overpowering. Okay, now I think that's blend on high for a couple of minutes, it says. Well, I don't have to blend it that long, I don't think. I'm going to take my cap off of here in case I need to use my tamper, which I more than likely will, but I'm ready for it if I need it. I'm going to go ahead and blend this down, and this should be a real good sauce. And this is all there is to it. Very simple. Very, very simple. And as you can see, here's my linguine that I put in the pasta maker. I didn't really measure it out. I just broke some up and put it in here with 2 cups of water and a little bit of salt. I put it on for about 12 minutes so it'd get good and done because I don't like al dente. Some people do, but I don't. Okay, now. I guess I don't need the tamper. Really need the tamper. I thought it would. Okay. It's supposed to be thick and creamy, and I'm going to see what it looks like before I shut that up just temporarily. We'll see what this looks like. Oh, see? Look at that. Look, I'm going to pour this on my linguine. Let me put this back. Let me get my plate out. And I'll put this back on my lid. And let me get a plate out. Dish up my linguine. What I got on the linguine is I got the narrow one, the real small, the fine, I guess is what it's called. And I decided to get that one because I don't like it real thick. Oh, this would be good. Put this on here. Linguine. It's linguine. I know, I thought you'd ask me that. I did see the fettuccine, but it is linguine. Yep, it is linguine. Okay. I'm just getting this out of here. Gotta wash that. Sorry, I put my fingers in there, but they're nice and clean. Okay. Now I want you to put this, okay. Now I'm going to take, and I'm going to pour this on my, I might not use it all, but I'm going to pour this on my linguine. Ooh, boy, this looks nice. This really looks nice. Wow. I can put as much on here as I want. I could probably put it all. I think I'll just stop and just put a little bit more. There we go. There. What do you think of that? Look at that, will you? An Alfredo sauce. You can make your own Alfredo sauce. Isn't that awesome? That is so awesome. I know. Well, you know what they always say, a good cook tests her food. Let me get a fork out and let me test it, and I will tell you exactly how it tastes. Oh, yeah, you're right. I do. I have some. Find it first. Oh, gotta find it first. Got it in here. I can't find it right now. I put it in here, but I can't find it. But that's yeah, I need to get some vegan farm. But doesn't that look good? Yeah, I did. You'll have to go back and watch the replay. I just got it made. I'm going to put this up for a little bit. Doesn't this look awesome? Look at that. And it's very good. I just tasted it. It is so delicious. Really good. But the light seems to really, wow. Put it backwards and there, look at that. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look awesome? See what you can do when you make it yourself? How good you can do. It looks so good, doesn't it? And I bought some linguine noodles to put on it because I wasn't sure, because this is my lunch. And it being that Alexis is coming on later, I didn't want my viewers to go over there and I lose viewership. So, oh, thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. I always make a mess, and I got it. Thank you for telling me. It's embarrassing, but thank you for telling me. I'm going to take some off of here. This is a very good Alfredo sauce. Vegan, with cashews in it and garlic and onions. Those that might want to know what, and this is what the picture, yeah. Now there's the picture of it. Oh, it is, Natasha. It is. It is. Of course, you can use your own pasta. I had rotini, but I didn't think that would work very well. My daughter says, well, maybe linguine would work better. So I got a pound of linguine, and I just took some and broke it up and put it into the sprinkled parsley on top for color. I don't have any the regular parsley. I've dried parsley, but I don't have I could put some. Let me get see if I can find my ground. No, I didn't use any milk at all. No, I'll use broth, the vegetable broth. Used. Okay, I'll get some parsley. Let me see if I can find it here. Somebody mentioned it to me. Just hold on a minute. I think I got it real. Let's see. I'll look for it real quick. I didn't think about that, or I would have got it before I came in here. But parsley. I know I've got some here. It's hard to. I didn't think about. Well, I can put. Hey, you know what? Let me tear. How about I'll put chives on it? I can find. I put chives on it because I think that would work just as well. I found that quicker. There. Wow, look at that. Look at that with chives on it. Doesn't that look good? Yeah, that's why I found this first. I thought I'll just use this. Yes, look at that. Oh, it absolutely is. It is. I'm just so pleased that this turned out as nice as it did. It was a simple recipe. And when I saw it, there was one for cauliflower, which took a little bit more work than this. And I thought, well, this is garlic. And, just put the onions and garlic in a saucepan and cook them until you get the broth cooked out, for about 10 minutes or so. And then I did my linguine before I came in here. So I wanted to get everything done. And I put it like it's in the pasta maker, Pampered Chef pasta maker. And it came out really marvelous. Look at this. What do you think, people? Is this a dish worthy to serve to company? Do you think so? That it's worthy to serve to guests at your house? Now, I don't have any guests, but I think it looks awesome. It really does. I am really pleased with it. I really, really am. Oh, good. Thank you. I thought it would. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. It's amazing what you can do when you make it yourself, what you can come up with. And vegan, oh, absolutely. And I forgot garlic bread again. I don't have any, but, I can do without. But, oh, this is so awesome. It just really is awesome. I mean, look at that. Oh, and this is a nice plate. It really is. Yes, you're right. This is enough for me. Exactly. This is a nice plate of linguine and your Alfredo sauce. This will make a nice picture for the Facebook page. My vegan Facebook page. I'm going to do that when I get done here. And like I said, I came on early. I'm going to have to start coming on a little earlier because I've been coming on a little bit later, and it's conflicting with those that want to come on, like Alexis or maybe Daniel might or something. So I'm going to come in earlier so I can get my lunch made early, get it done. Whoa! Oh, stuff just fell off my cupboard. My dog's coming to see. It's okay. I know it sounded like a big bang, but they're okay. Just leave them. Just leave them. It's my plastic containers. I didn't have them set too well, so I got a cart to put them on. So anyway, this is unbelievably delicious. That flickering you're seeing is my light. I think it's ready to go out. It's a fluorescent light. But this is so good. And those that just came in, if you want to know what's in here, I can tell you. It's one medium white onion, although it seemed like a, hi, Randy, good to see you. It took more than one medium white onion because it was a pretty small one. Well, thank you for the super hearts, Randy. I can always count on you to give the super hearts. It took a little bit more than it because it was probably smaller than it should have been. Oh, my goodness, look at those super hearts. Thank you so much. So I took the one onion and I just cut it up, diced it up, and then I went and added another part of an onion, about maybe a quarter of another onion to it to get my cup and a half, because that's where your flavor comes in. And then it says 1 to 2 cups of vegetable broth. Well, I used 1 cup to cook my cook the onion and the garlic, and I put half a cup in the Vitamix. So I've still got plenty left, and this will have to go in the refrigerator. So I got probably 2.5. I can even drink that if I wanted to. I used 4 large garlic cloves and went and put them through the garlic press. And they were big enough that I had to cut them down about 3 different into 3 different pieces so that I could put it through the garlic press. If they're too big, they don't go through the garlic press too well. Well, there's Harry Winston. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Here is my Alfredo sauce on my linguine. Doesn't that look awesome? It is so good, too. It is really good. Oh, my goodness. Look at those super hearts. I am so thankful for that. Oh, my goodness. Wow. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. And what I did is I put chives on here. Oh, it tastes good, too. Hi, Juan Elizabeth. Good to see you, sis. Here's my Alfredo sauce on my linguine. I cooked all the linguine before I came in here so I could put the Alfredo sauce on. I mixed it in my Vitamix. Doesn't that look awesome? It is so awesome. It tastes good. And like I said, 4 large garlic cloves, and a half a heaping cup of cashews, raw cashews. Everybody knows I have raw cashews. So it was a heaping cup. It was heaping right over. And 2 to 4 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I just used 1. I think that's sufficient. Some people like it real tangy. I don't happen to like it real tangy. I think it's good just the way it is. And 2 to 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Since I didn't use more lemon juice, I only used 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. That's basically all there is to it. If you have a high-speed blender, I recommend a high-speed blender. It would work. Otherwise, if you don't have a high-speed blender, you have to soak your cashews overnight, and you can put them through a food processor. But otherwise, if you don't soak them, you can't put them through food processor. But with my Vitamix, I don't have to soak them. They went through it. They pull. As you can see, this sauce, it pulverized everything. It just pulverized it down to nothing. It's just a nice looking sauce. This is a very nice sauce. It can be eaten any time of the year. I've always wanted to make something that I could, a different kind of sauce. And, you know, it's anything you have in your house, your cashews, you know, nutritional yeast. Now, some people don't know where to get that. I think more places are beginning to get it now. In case you don't know what it looks like, I've got to get some more. I've got mine at Amazon, but this is what it's just more or less little flakes, and Amazon sells it, so you can get it there. I know Alexis bought hers. She bought a little jar, but I'm not sure where she got hers. Some stores might be starting to carry it now, but what the nutritional yeast does is it gives it a good flavor. Yes, it does. It does. It takes the place of cheese. It certainly does. You use Bragg's? Yeah, there is a Bragg's. When I first started getting nutritional yeast, yes, I used Bragg's nutritional yeast. But then I found some at Amazon. Now, I don't know what brand of nutritional yeast this is because I bought it in a pound bag, I think it was, and I just put it in my container. So I don't remember what brand it is, but I have used Bragg's, yes. I do know what that is about. I have used it before. But you can get different kinds of nutritional yeast. But it's awesome. I mean, it gives it a cheesy flavor. You don't need the cheese in it. Hi, Alexis. Look at my Alfredo sauce on my linguine. I cooked the linguine before I came in here. I put some chives on the top to give it some color. And the Alfredo sauce has got cashews in it. It's got garlic in it. It's got onions, nutritional yeast. I'm coming on now, Alexis, because I knew you'd be coming on later for your supper, and I wanted to be on when you came on, so that's why I'm doing this now. Yeah, I'm here every day. I've been coming on a little bit later, but I thought, well, I'm going to come on earlier today because I knew Alexis is coming on because I did watch her replay, and she's coming on later, and I wanted to watch her replay. Oh, no. Oh, no, Arlene. Oh, it is. I've tried this. This is absolutely delicious. Let me tell you, because since Alexis just came in, I'll let you know what I have in here. 1 medium white onion it calls for. But with a medium onion, and to dice it up, it takes a cup and a half. So I thought, well, I'll start with 1 medium onion and see how much I get. So that I kept on going till I had a cup and a half. And it took a medium onion and part of another onion. White onion. So I bought some white onions today. And it takes 1 to 2 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. Now I don't have the low sodium, but it's organic nonetheless. I used a cup for my onions and my garlic, because to start out with, you have your cup and a half of onions. You put them in a saucepan with the broth, and you cook it for about 8 minutes to get them till they're well done. And then you put your garlic in for another couple minutes, and you've got to make sure that your broth is completely dissolved. You don't want that broth in there. Cook it until it's dissolved, even if it takes a little bit longer. Then pour that in your canister with your half a cup of heaping cup of your cashews. You can use ground black pepper, and you also got salt. I just put a little bit of salt in there. Like I said, I used 4 garlic cloves, and I used 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. You can use 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I used 1 tablespoon, and then I used 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. It calls for 2 to 4, so I used 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This is a real good flavor. I mean, it looks so appetizing, and I've already tried it, Alexis. It is very, very good. I wanted to cook the linguine before I came in here, and I put it in the pasta maker, Alexis, for about 12 minutes, and because I had to drain the water off, I want to make sure I had plenty of water. And I put salt in it, and it because I don't like mine al dente, and it cooked up so nice. So I thought I'd get that all done before I came in here. It saves time that way. And then when I made the Alfredo sauce, I could just pour it over the top. And I did put a little thing of chives on it. I couldn't find my parsley, but I put chives on it to give it that color. It looks awesome, doesn't it? And it is really delicious. It's healthy. And it's everything you would have in your cupboard. People would have cashews. Now, like I said, not everybody has the nutritional yeast, although I know Alexis does now. She's got the Bragg's nutritional yeast. She can make this real easily, too, because she has probably everything it calls for. You know, I love garlic, so I'm always buying garlic bulbs and taking the peeling off and getting down to the cloves. You know, because you have to have so many cloves. This took 4, and they were great big huge cloves, you know, about like that. So I had to cut them up about into thirds before I put them through the garlic press, because it's too hard to push the handles together when they're big. So then I cut them up, and it worked real well. Okay, Alexis, I understand that she's going to make like a tree and leave. Okay, make like a tree and leave, but be very careful driving home, okay? And I'll see you on your Periscope later. That was cute. But, you know, when you could do anything you set your mind to. Just tell yourself you can do it. If Alexis can do it and I can do it, anybody can do it. I was thinking so much of Alexis this morning, and I'm sure she was crying this morning because of the last breakfast with Bryce. You know, like I said yesterday, it's hard when you send your child off to college or whatever, or they go to a different state. But you got to let them go. You got to let them spread their wings and fly. You know, he'll come home. She'll get to see him again sometime. Yeah, I know she's still here, but I was thinking about her, and I was watching her replay this morning, and I was almost crying with her because I knew that Bryce is going to be leaving. It was the last breakfast with Bryce. So I don't know, are you going to still be doing your early morning scopes, Alexis, but to be doing something different? Because I was wondering this morning, after you said this is the last breakfast, are you going to still be making breakfast, you and your mom? Are you going to just do your lunches on your Periscope at 6:30 in the morning? Or how are you going to do that? Because I look forward to watching your replays every day. And they're the highlight of my day when I get done what I have to do with reading the Bible and everything. Then I get on Periscope and watch your oh yeah, you know, you get what they call empty nest syndrome. Although she still has her mom there, but when my kids left, my son left first, and then my daughter left. You know, it's like an empty nest syndrome. You're so used to having your kids around, then all of a sudden they're not there anymore. But you gotta let them go. You know, I'm sure that Bryce will do real well in school. And he's broadened his horizons. He might get a real good job someday, you know, better than he will have now at Chick-fil-A, if that's what he's striving for, to get a better job. You know, you get an education. I'm so happy that he's going to branch out and go to college and get a real good education. Even though it's going to be hard on you, Alexis, I know it's going to be hard on you, but you'll do fine. You know, you'll get used to it eventually. And I know when he comes home to see you, it'll be real good to have him home, but when he leaves, you'll probably go back to crying again. I know when my daughters visited me, I was real happy when she was here, but when she left, I start bawling because I knew that, you know, I might not see her again for a long time. That's the way it goes. You know, when you're separated by the miles, such as my daughter and I are, we're separated by probably 2,700 miles or something. We're separated by a lot of miles because I'm in Oregon and she's in Missouri. We're separated by, lots of miles. It makes it a little bit harder. But, you know, I get to talk to her every day, and it's almost like she's here, you know, whether she's in my house or not, you know, I get to talk to her, and it makes it simple. And I'm sure that Bryce will keep in touch with Alexis, and so she'll, you know, he's not going to forget her, and she's certainly not going to forget him. I mean, after all, he's been there all these years, and she's fixed breakfast for him. In a way, it takes a little burden off of you, Alexis, but I can understand it's going to be hard too, because you're used to fixing the breakfast for him, and then all of a sudden you're not fixing it anymore. You know, he's gone, you know, but you can fix it for your mom, or you can fix it for yourself, you know. I don't do breakfasts in here. There are some times I want to do breakfast in here because I do find things I want to make. There is something I saw on Pinterest that's it's like making a fried egg vegan, and it's the way it's made out of tofu. I want to do that too. That's cute. Have a doll made of Bryce. Well, there you go. If she had a doll made of Bryce, she would remember him all the time, wouldn't she? Well, yeah, could sleep in a few minutes longer. Absolutely. You don't have to wake up so early in the morning now, Alexis. You don't have to wake Bryce up for school. You can go ahead and, because he's going to have to wake himself up now. When he gets to the dorm, he's going to have to wake himself up. And if he doesn't wake himself up, then he's going to miss his first class. But he'll learn responsibility real quick on how to wake himself up. You know, he's definitely going to learn that. If no other way, he'll have to learn it on his own. And it's good that he found a roommate that he can have the same interests with. You know, that's hard sometimes to find somebody that, yeah, you're right. Learn the hard way. Exactly. If he misses a class or two, it's because he didn't get himself up. He's going to have to learn to set his alarm every night so he can get up at the right time every morning. You know, he'll do it. See, the thing of it is he's been so dependent on you for so long. To do it himself is going to be a little of a challenge at first. It's a little bit hard because he's going to say, well, you know, he'll be waiting for you to get him up in the morning, saying, no, I can't wait for my mom to get me up. She's not here. So he's going to have to do it on his own. You know, he's going to learn. He'll learn by doing. And once he's done it after a while, it'll become second nature and be no problem at all. He'll get up early. I just hope he doesn't miss too many classes sleeping in. But those kids at his age, they like to sleep in. I know my grandsons love to do that. Like to sleep in, don't want to get up. You know, they like to go to bed real late at night, get in bed 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you can't get them up in the morning for school or what have you. That's kind of rough, but, you know, he'll learn the hard way. Anyway, so much for that. What's everybody's weather doing today? We are actually getting rain. You know, I told you how we're dry here in Oregon, and we usually are, which is very surprising to me that we're actually getting rain. We're supposed to get rain the next several days because usually it'll stop in May and it won't rain again until late October, early November. We won't get any rain that whole time. So we're dry as a bone. But now we're getting rain. Hopefully we'll get enough to last us for a little while. I mean, I went to Walmart to look at the plants outside and it was soaking wet. It had just been raining, so they didn't have to water the plants outside. You know, they were already watered. So that makes it nice. I've got a patio tomato. I don't have to water too much now. 82, clouds and sun. You're always warm, Alexis. We're not quite as warm today. We're only in the 60s the next several days. It won't be until, I think, Wednesday or Thursday of next week that we're going to get back in the 70s again, and we're going to start gradually warming up a little bit more. I've turned my air conditioner off for now because I don't need it. It's been so cool. But I'll be ready to turn it back on when it gets warmed back up again. But in a way, you know, this feels really good because, like I said before, I don't do well in heat. High heat, I don't do well in it because it's hard. Hi, John. Good to see you. Welcome. Here's my Alfredo sauce on my linguine. I put some chives on the top. Doesn't that look good? It is very mouthwatering. This is going to make a good picture for my vegan Facebook page. But anyway, getting rain now is awesome because we just don't get it this time of year. Absolutely not. We just don't get it. It gets dry and it stays dry. And you have to water your yards. And the thing with it here, they don't really want you watering that much because of the reservoirs go dry. So you're limited on how much water you can even use, which makes it very difficult too. I did water my grass there for a while. Now I don't have to with it raining. But you know, when they shut us off completely of watering, then my grass is going to go dead. And I just planted new grass seed, and it'll die because it'll just turn brown. But I'm going to try to water it as much as I can. Maybe 3 or 4 hours before I go to bed, I water it, and then I turn it off before I go to bed and leave it off until the next night. We just don't. Some people like to run their water, their hose and their oscillating sprinkler all night. I really don't do that, but it's really helpful when we get the rain we're getting now. We're not going to get much, maybe a 1/4 of an inch, but you know, a 1/4 of an inch here and a 1/4 of an inch there is a lot better. Yes, I am, Earlene. I've got to look at that recipe on the Facebook page. Yes, I'll have to do that and do that in here. I'll have to periscope that in here. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I'll have to check those out because they sound so good. I've been looking for fritters to do. So that gives me an idea to do fritters. Oh, good. I love easy. I don't want to do complicated at all, especially when it starts getting in the heat of the day. Who in the heck wants to be standing over their stove, you know, and getting real hot, you know? But the quick cooker or my convection oven, don't make it hot in here. I had to use the stove for my onions and the garlic, but it wasn't that bad because it's cool right now. But when it gets hot in the middle of the day, I'm not going to like to have to do that. But I'll have to try to do that, Earlene. If somebody in here wants to join my Facebook page, all you have to go and search for Karen's Vegan Heaven and join there. And I also want to tell you that there are 2 parties going on right now. You cook them on top of the yes, that's what I figured, Earlene. I know some you can either cook them on the stove or you can bake them. Okay, that's what I thought. There are 2 parties going on now. Tina El DeRosa's got one going on now, and Jen Phillips has got a party going on now. So if you're interested in being a host or being a consultant, or you want anything in the catalog, go to Alexis's profile, because the catalog is in her profile. The link to her is in her profile, and check the catalog out and buy whatever you want. And get your Pampered Chef. I already have it. I already have the bubble waffle maker. I haven't used it on here, but I have already made pancakes with it or waffles with it. Yeah, I did get that the last time. Yeah, I got it. I got it in March, I believe it was. Oh, Tina needs help. Yes, Tina needs help on orders. I heard you say that, Alexis, this morning. So Tina needs help on orders to get to the next level. So please help her out. I know I've already helped Jen, because I'm an HOTM too. So I'm helping Jen with hers to get her first 200. And I'll have to help Earlene when hers comes along too. But feel free to go through the catalog and buy what you want. But don't go hog wild. You can't go hog wild because you'll go broke. Because the stuff is expensive. It's good quality, but it's expensive. So you have to buy little by little by little. A little at a time. It's like a collection. That's right. Link is in her profile to look at the catalog. I love looking at the catalog. I've got one in my hands that I can look at. But if you don't have a catalog, go to her profile, follow the link in her profile, go in there, and it's got all the categories in the whole catalog is in her profile. You could go in there and find whatever you're looking for, whether it be the cookware, whether it be your measuring spoons, measuring cups, baking items, or whatever it might be. Yeah, I do too. It makes it real simple. I like the online catalog too. It does make it very simple. I've used that for many accounts. I just forgot for Jen's, but Alexis, God bless her, she went and ordered what I asked her to. I wanted the large tongs and the small tongs. I think that'll come in handy for like sweet corn in my quick cooker to get them out. I think that'll really come in handy. But I didn't have those, and I thought, well, those might really come in, because she said she uses the small ones all the time. So she's ordered those for me on Jen's party. But if you want something, look through the catalog. There's many a thing there. And there's some things priced a little bit higher than they were before. There's some not marked down. And of course, as time goes on, they start eliminating things too. Make sure that whenever you order something, that you're going to use it. Because Alexis doesn't want you buying something that you're never going to use. I love the pasta maker. It's real good for like noodles or like my linguine. Just put it in the pasta maker and put water in there with a little salt, and I put it in for about 12 minutes, and it's good and done. There was still plenty of water in there. I drained the water out, and I mean, look, I mean, it just looks so nice. It just looks very, very nice. Pampered Chef are very, very good products. They're high quality products, but they are expensive. It's like Alexa said, it is a collection. You have to take it slow. You can't buy too much at once. The very first thing I ever had was the onion chopper. I still don't know where I got it because I brought it here and I don't know where I got it from. Somebody may have given it to me as a gift. I have no idea. But I've had it quite a while. That's all I know. So I brought it. So evidently I had it when I was married. I don't know when I got it, but that thing works like it's brand new. And everything lasts a long time. Of course, they do have a good guarantee that if something goes wrong, like Erlene had the pot to her quick cooker. For some reason, it got pitted at the bottom. And I don't know how it got pitted at the bottom on the inside, but it got pitted because she showed me a picture of it. She sent it back to them, and they just got it. So she should be getting her new pot for her quick cooker probably maybe tomorrow or Friday. That's awesome. You know, that they stand behind everything. They want you to be satisfied. So if you have a question or a problem with anything, just contact them, and they will help you out because that's what they're there for. They have such a very good guarantee. I mean, what other company has a guarantee like they have? They've been around 37 years, I think it is. And I think they're going to be around a lot longer. They good quality products. You can't go wrong with anything that you buy from Pampered Chef. Everybody knows that this is the Measure-All. I love these things. I use those quite often. And of course, I got the microwave grips. And this also is one of the readable measured cups. This is the 1 cup measure I use for my broth. You got the 2 and you got the 4. And I also use the, what else did I use? Of course, you use the pasta maker. Everybody knows this is ceramic. So you got to, when you put this in your microwave, you've got to be sure and use your cozy. Use your cozy because you can't take it out because this thing is really, really hot. And you know something? These cozies are good for any of your other dishes that you might have. I use these cozies all the time for anything I put in the microwave that over and above this because everything is so hot. Glass gets really hot. So any of my glassware I put in the microwave, I put the cozy on the bottom of it so I can get it out. And sometimes I forget and I says, oops, I can't get this out and I wish I'd put the cozy on it. But it makes it so much simpler. So if you don't have the cozy set, get that too because that'll really help get your stuff out of the microwave. You won't get burnt on it. And it's like Alexa said, don't put anything in your microwave in the center of your plate that's on there. Put it on the edge of your turntable. Don't put it in the center. That's what I did. Because I remember what she said, so I put it right on the edge, and it did real well. I love the pasta maker. It does a real good job. It does it fast, you know, and it saved me having to heat up water on the stove, you know, and get a pan out, you know. That makes it a lot simpler. So there are some things I'll have to cook on the stove. But, you know, I'm kind of getting used to now using my quick cooker or the pasta maker, not doing so much on the stove. But I'm still going to cook things on the stove that I have to. Like I had to cook the onions and the garlic in the broth, in the vegetable broth. Just buy whatever you want and take it slow. Don't try to go crazy and buy too much at once. Even if it's just a set of measuring spoons or a set of measuring cups. That's a start. And then just buy a little another time when another party's on or whenever you can afford to do it. You know, I usually buy during the parties, whether it's my parties or somebody else's. That's when I usually buy. I didn't have to buy very much for Jen's party. We just had to buy $40 worth. I said, that's all I'm going to buy for right now. I'm running out of ideas until the new products come out. They come out in June and they'll come out in September. So until the new products come out, I'm kind of running out, or new tools, I guess you could say. I'm kind of running out of ideas to buy stuff because a lot of the stuff in there I wouldn't use anyway. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to buy something that I'm never going to use because you're just throwing your money down a rat hole. Now, I've got all my Pampered Chef stuff sitting in one of my back bedrooms. I don't use it for a bedroom. It's just a storage room. So I've got them all in boxes stacked up. And I just go in there and get anything out I want to use and bring it out here and use it. Wash it when I'm done with it and put it back in there. Because I've got my pasta maker. I've got the box for it yet. And I just looked for it and brought it out here to use it. And then I'll wash it up and put it back. It's real simple. All you know, just be careful how much you buy at once. It's a collection. You got to go slow. Alexis doesn't have everything I have, and I certainly don't have everything she has. She's got the rock crock, which I don't have. I probably wouldn't have any use for them since I got the quick cooker. She's got that and the quick cooker. You know, because I know she had that little competition there on her Periscope. People, she was asking if you wanted her they wanted her to use the quick cooker or the rock crock. Well, everybody said the crock. If I'd have been in there, I would have said the quick cooker, but the rock crock won out. So that's what she did. She did her meal that she's doing tonight on Periscope in the rock crock. If you didn't watch her Periscope this morning, go in there and watch it. And I was in there and watched it and watched the whole thing and was tapping on those hearts. So be sure when you're in the replay to tap on the hearts too, because they do count. Even when I go in my own Periscopes, believe it or not, my replays, I even tap hearts on my own. Whether they count or not, I don't know, but I still tap on the hearts. But Alexa said that she gets more hearts on the replay than she does on her broadcast. You're welcome, Alexis. You know, I do. I just tap on the replay, and I just keep going. And if I'm doing something else and I stop tapping, and I say, whoops, I got to keep tapping again. So I start tapping again. I tap as much as I can. You know, Baker gets a little tired, I'll rest a little bit, then I go back to tapping again. But she hasn't had any drama in hers, and you know something? I am so thankful. Mine has been drama-free. This is the third day in a row it's been drama-free. Praise the Lord. We don't need that drama, and nobody's into the drama. You know, we've got good scopes, we've got good broadcasts, and good content. I like to watch Alexis because she's got good content. I may not fix everything she fixes unless I veganize it, but she's got good content. I think cooking scopes are very good content. Some people may not think so, but I do. So people always want to know if I do cooking scopes that don't know me. I says, yeah, I do cooking scopes. Come in and watch them. You know, whether you're vegan or not. See, Alexis is not vegan. My daughter's not vegan. And the people that aren't vegan, I appreciate them coming in here and watching this anyway. You guys are so amazing. I couldn't do this without you. I wouldn't want to, because I'm looking at your icons at the bottom and I know you're there. And I don't have to talk to myself that way. What fun is that to talk to yourself? You know, as long as I don't answer myself, I guess I'm okay. But it's no fun to come in here and not have anybody to talk to. There are many Periscopes you go into and there's hardly anybody in there. And you wonder, is it worth it for them to go online to do what they're doing and not have anybody show up on their Periscopes? It's sad, but that's the way it is. And as I understand it, was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before? I'm not sure what day it was. They said that Periscope had crashed. Well, I wasn't up at that time, so I didn't know anything about it, but I guess there was a lot of problems seeing comments that day and people even broadcasting. I don't know if Alexis had problems or not, but they had a lot of problems broadcasting, you know, and I still, for the life of me, cannot figure out, and I feel like asking Periscope why on the replays not all the comments show up. That has been that way from the beginning, I think, and I don't understand why that is. Whatever comments are made, they should all show up, but they don't. The comments you really need to see, they're not there. You know, especially if somebody wants to block somebody and they missed them on their broadcast and they want to go back and block them and they don't see their comment, you don't know who to block. But thankfully, I've got moderators in here that take care of that for me. I haven't had any drama the last few days. So you see things that I don't always see, and that's good. And I try to help Alexis out when I'm in there on her live broadcast, because I know she doesn't always see the comments that come through because she's busy with whatever she's doing. And I can't block on her replays because it's already over with. But I'm thinking, well, why didn't somebody block that person? If there's somebody in there saying bad stuff, well, why didn't they block them? I know sometimes people don't see it. So that's where it comes in handy, having moderators or people that are really diligent enough to see what's going on and help the broadcasters out. You're here to help me out. I help anybody out I can. I help the ones out that I go in at nighttime. I help Alexis out when I'm on there live. And I help Linda out, Sugar Drop. I follow her. When she's got a broadcast, I help her. I'm a moderator in there. Because people will come in there and be mean and nasty too. So we've got to watch out for our broadcasters. You know, Alexis gives real good content. Linda's doing cooking scopes now. I do cooking scopes. There's others that do cooking scopes. Those are ones that have real good content. So we get in there and help those broadcasters out and take care of the ones that might come in there and say things they shouldn't say, and give them the super hearts or give them the regular hearts, because they deserve it. They deserve all the love that they can get, because we work very hard. We broadcasters work very hard to get our broadcasts up and going. It takes a while. We have to do a lot of prep work to come in before we come in here, and I know Alexis does too. So we have good content, and we intend to keep it that way. I'll come in here and have good content because I know that people love watching me. They like seeing what I make, even though they're not vegan. That doesn't matter to me. That's fine, because I'm not here to make anybody become vegan. That's not my style. It's good for me, but it may not be good for you. But if you want to watch me and, oh, well, prayers and blessings to you, Libby. And here's my Alfredo sauce that I made and put on my linguine. And I cooked the linguine before I came in here, so you won't see that on the Periscope, because that was already done. My onions that I did on the saucepan, on the stove, that and the garlic were done before I came in here. I just showed you, I put everything in the blender and showed you exactly how I blended it together. Yes, it's very good. And I put the chives on top to give it a little bit of color. People said parsley. Well, I couldn't find my parsley, so I found my chives. I'll put these on here. It does. It gives it real good color. If only had garlic bread now, it would taste real good. I forgot. I don't have any garlic bread. But this is a very good lunch. It really is. You know, and it's just right. You know, and I used the pasta maker for the linguine. It worked out real well. I mean, I cooked it a little bit longer. You probably have to, but I want to make sure it's good and done because I don't like mine stuff al dente. So I cooked it 12 minutes and a couple cups of water with a little salt in it. I had to drain the water off, but I used the lid for that. Oh, I don't know what you're saying. I would prefer you to speak in English, please. If anybody knows what if you can translate, let me know what he's saying, because we only speak English in here. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. But feel free to invite your followers to any broadcast that you see. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I can. Which I might do that when I get off this broadcast. But I want you to see that you can make your own Alfredo sauce. I've made Alfredo sauce before. It's been a couple years back, I think it was. And that was a featured broadcast then. It was different than this. It was a featured broadcast. But I wasn't intending to get featured. You know, I don't think they've been featuring any broadcasts lately. Because Alexis hasn't been featured in, gosh, I don't know how long. And I haven't seen any broadcasts. Maybe they've given up on the featured broadcasts anymore. Potato omelet. A Spanish. I'm not real good at omelets. I've tried making omelets, and for some unknown reason, I can't get them flipped over right. So I'm not I'm not real good. I'm going to have to try again omelets. I know Alexis is real good at making omelets. I watch her and try to get a little bit of hint from her how to do it. I have the hardest time trying to get it to flip over because you have to fold the thing in half, and mine, I just can't get mine done. You know, I just don't make omelets, and that's probably why. If I probably made them a little bit more, probably the more I did it, the easier it would become. That's the way it is with anything. It's hard at first, and as the more you do it, then it becomes easier and easier to tackle it the next time. So I'll have to try to do it sometimes. But but that's a good question. No, I never have. It does sound good, though. It absolutely sounds good. Man, it does. But this Alfredo sauce has got garlic in it and onions. It's got nutritional yeast. I bet it is. This has got nutritional yeast in it, garlic, onions. It's got cashews in it. And only half a cup of cashews. I'll put through my Vitamix. I've got a little bit left, and I'll probably put that in a bowl or something. But I've got a little bit left because that was too much to put on here. Of course, I could fix more linguine. Save that and make some more linguine tomorrow and put it on and fix it for tomorrow's lunch. But this looks really good. I mean, this is awesome. It's an awesome flavor, and I'm going to put it up on my Facebook page. What would you use for egg substitute and omelet? Well, there is egg substitute you can buy at Walmart, but there's also chia seeds that can be used for an egg substitute, and flax meal can be used for an egg substitute. There's quite a few egg substitutes, as a matter of fact. I think they use applesauce sometimes, and they use bananas. Although for omelets, I'm not sure you want to use that. But that's just a few things that you can use for egg substitute. They have an egg replacer. It's an egg replacer at Walmart. I've got one. I found it the other day. Now I can't find it again, so I'll have to look for it again. But an egg replacer that you can make eggs with. But I like using chia seeds because that's the best for me. Let me get some water. Because with chia seeds, it gets gelatinous. That's what I like about it. Let me drink a little bit first. What it does is you leave it sit for a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and it gels up. Gelatinous, so it makes it simpler. But there's a lot of substitutions for egg. You know, just look on the Google for it, and you can see if you're vegan and you want to know what the egg substitute would be, you can Google it. There's many out there, but I think I use the chia seeds the most because it's simple to make. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to 3 tablespoons of water. And leave it sit for about 5-10 minutes till it gels up. And then you put it in your recipe. A lot of recipes I've made call for chia seeds or flax meal for egg substitute. There's stuff I made in the cooker that instead of eggs I used the substitute. So you can use whatever you want for a substitute or leave it completely out. Of course, I think for omelets you probably have to have something in there for an egg replacer or the egg itself for it to turn out like it's supposed to. Well, for some reason I can't get my voice going, but I'm gonna have to eat this in a little bit because it's starting to get cold. But because I want to be off of here and kind of have my kitchen cleaned up a little bit before. Are you still planning on coming on, Alexis? Because I want to be good and done before you came on, so I can watch your broadcast. You're coming on in about a half hour or so. That's why I came on early, so I can get this done early, and so I can watch your broadcast when it comes on. Because I always look forward to your broadcast. So anyway, I'm gonna have to go and eat this before it's starting to get cold. But I'll make this the final shot because this is a real good recipe. I'll post it up on my vegan Facebook page before I even eat into this. I'll post it up there, and feel free to try this. Oh, good, Erlene. They are very, very good. In case people weren't in here yesterday, I made some brownies yesterday, peanut butter brownies. This is what they look like. They're very moist and very delicious. I put the peanut butter on top. Of course, I use carob instead of cocoa powder, but it turned out real well. They taste very, very good. I did post them up on my vegan Facebook page yesterday, so feel free to go in there and check it out and make them if you want to. I've got to check out. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so very, very welcome. And thank you for coming in because it's because of you that I come in here and I do these. So with that being said, I hope your day is a blessed one. And I'll be waiting for you to come on Periscope, Alexis. So everybody have a great and marvelous day, whatever left of it. And I'll be coming on again tomorrow. I'll probably be doing something sweet tomorrow maybe because I like to kind of alternate savory and sweet. And so I'll figure out what I'm making tomorrow. If not, I've got other recipes I can do. But anyway, until we meet again, take care. God bless. Love you all and bye-bye.